Can you just tell me what the decision was from HMRC as you understand it?
Well, I welcome HMRC's conclusion and they've said that there wasn't any wrongdoing and that I didn't try to avoid paying tax or I wasn't careless in the way in which I conducted myself. At the time when I was in government and this came to my attention that there could have been tax owed, I was really shocked about that because I'd taken advice and I've never wanted to avoid paying my tax. And for me, that was the most distressing thing, is that people felt that I was tax dodging or trying to set up trusts to avoid tax or being careless by not taking the appropriate advice. And HMRC have concluded that isn't the case.
Did that hurt when that was being bandied around that you might have done it on purpose?
It did, and it hurt me because I had to then talk about my son and his personal circumstances, which I think, you know, it's not fair on him. He's a young man now, and, you know, it's his history that is not really for me to band around the airwaves. But equally, I didn't want people to think that the person who they know me as, the person who went into politics for fight for people, suddenly dropped all her values and was just on the take. And that's never been me. And I was horrified that that's what the consequences could have been, that I'd done something wrong. And actually, it's a very complex area that is ambiguous within the law. And after getting expert tax advice of people that have been in that field for a very long time, that is shown, and HMRC have concluded that there wasn't any wrongdoing on my behalf.
The BBC is one of the most trusted news sources, not just in this country, but the world over.
And Ash is in charge of the incident. So we're going to start off with Kevin explaining.
It's on level for a reason, and we're kind of trying very hard to maintain performance against some difficult.
And that is why the Prime Minister and I are so angry on behalf of patients and other NHS staff who are working hard.
I swear by Almighty God that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles, his heirs and successors. Keir Starmer. And a Labour Party, Mr. Speaker, who is ready to take over and provide the Britain with a better future. Familiar stuff. And now they want to see a general election. They can't just keep doling out prime ministers every month because they're in total chaos. Injured here. There was a number of injuries by the police, but they don't represent the community here. Media reports that have been coming out, I took expert counsel advice on all of my affairs to ensure that everything was done proper.
What do you make of the NEC's decision, Mr. Burnham?
I'm not making any comment. I said what I needed to say, and here I am, back in my job, full focus. Do you think my job as Mayor of Greater Manchester?
Do you think Keir Starmer is scared of you?
I'm not making any further comment. I've said everything that I needed to say. And,
Are you frustrated
getting on
with
my
NEC?
job now. Thank you. Those injured and those traumatised by this and horrific anti-Semitic attack.
This vote sends a clear message to all Westminster parties.
Brilliant. Thank you, everybody. Brilliant.
People haven't drifted away from Labour. Labour has drifted away from them.
Well, that's what we've been working on through the night to try and make happen, and let's see where we end up. Okay.
Will it talk about a transition away from that?
Clean power in this era of volatility is the route, the modern route.
Great. So this could be jet engines, could be battery systems, could also be serious principles.
It's obvious that materials are key to unlocking a lot of different technologies. For nuclear in
Our prisons are on the point of collapse. There is no other way of putting it. What is worse, the previous government knew that this would happen. In custody. This means van loads of dangerous people, better criminals, not better citizens. I will go further, with a national rollout beginning in 2 regions covering 20 prisons.
Britain stands firm with Ukraine.
So this decision is about a 2-state solution and the prospect of lasting peace for the Middle East.
Welcome. Thank you very much for coming. Again, my congratulations, and we are really proud that, and really he is a big supporter of.
And also to the building of a new Ukraine.
It's important.
As well, exactly.
Foreign Secretary, is Europe facing civilizational erosion? Foreign Secretary, do you trust the Americans on Ukraine?
Will be one of the greatest national renewal efforts of our time.
With your permission, I will make a statement on criminal. Investment is not enough. The caseload is projected to reach 100,000 by 2028.
Not through scapegoats, not through stunts.
The other person who doesn't get it, of course, is Nigel Farage. He wraps himself in our flag, but his policies don't match British values.
About what they've got, but they've been asked to give you sort of a minute on the capability, where their role in the plan is, and then they started in November last year. So we pretty much have people deployed out here looking at this problem, so I think everyone's...
Concerned about the escalation, despite the best efforts.
Secretary, we're going to show you a couple of bits on the back table.
This is really the two nations absolutely interoperable.
Take President Trump's speech and his words today as part and parcel of the necessary steps.
What we saw today at the UDCG was almost 50 nations making a clear commitment.
So tracking some comments made that NATO troops stayed a little off the front lines in Afghanistan and that the US has never necessarily needed us. Well, it's a real shame to hear that. The only time NATO has ever enacted Article 5 was after the 9/11 terrorist attacks, when the United States and the world rallied to the support of the US. Our agencies, our forces, our politicians, we all stood together, shoulder to shoulder, and responded.